welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to fucking Legend of Dragoon, where I do all the boss fights and shit. Today is July 1st, 2014. This video is really long, and I'm recording the audio a long time after I recorded the video, so I'm just gonna blabber on about random shit. The rest of this entire disc, which is like the next 4 or 5, maybe 6 videos, depending on how I edit these, I recorded the rest of disc 1 that I had left, like one morning just by themselves, just to have the video done, and I ended up never doing the audio for them, so I have to do them now. Because the episode you're watching now is supposed to come out yesterday, which was June 30th. But that didn't happen because I didn't have the audio done yet, so I'm doing it now. So usually I do the boss fights and stuff here, but this episode isn't a boss fight, it's just like an event you have to go through to advance the story. But it introduces 2 characters and is super easy, and it's more content that I can put out, so I figured I'd do it anyway. I don't know why I sat through all the dialogue for these. I wanted like Ben or somebody to be here, and we would just go back and forth and read all the dialogue, like as the characters, but that was never gonna happen in reality. So this guy, Hashel, who's the dude in purple, standing next to Dart, is the guy who taught Dart how to fight after, like, Dart's dad died and his mom died and he was on his own. He met Hashel, Hashel taught him how to fight and shit. Like, they met on their separate journeys and stuff, and they know each other and they're friends, and it's a bunch of boring shit. The last guy to leave the room there on the right, his name is Lloyd. He is a very integral part of the story, but we'll get into that in a little while. So this attendant guy, like, I don't know what his deal is or why they wrote his dialogue the way it is, but every time you talk to him, it sounds like he's coming on to you more and more, and it's fucking hysterical. So, here's the first boss, Dart vs. Skoura Dagger. Unfortunately, you have to sit through these stupid, tiny little cutscenes every time you do a fight, and there's like 5 of them. You have to watch yourself run into the arena, and then watch yourself like stand there and wave to the crowd after you win. And the one of you just standing there is super fucking annoying because it's so long. So this is a hero tournament. It's supposed to be just like who the best like fighter is and shit. So what he does, poisoning you, is technically illegal. So I don't know why the fight even continues after that. But since you're poisoned, you want to heal yourself, you can, but you don't have to, because you really only have to hit this guy a couple times and he's dead. He doesn't do a lot of damage to you anyway. Basically, you just want to go through and hit this guy as much as you can. And make sure you have the right camera angle, of course. That's always important. I don't remember, because I didn't look at it beforehand. I don't remember if your additions count towards your actual total during the tournament, like if it helps, but what you want to do, if it doesn't, just use whichever one is the strongest and does the most damage at the time. If it does, just use whichever one you're working on. It's just a stupid animation if you wave into people. After every fight, your health and shit is all back to normal, so you never have to worry about that. You just talk to the guy and go into the next fight. Now we have Surfius. Again, really all you have to do is hit this guy. I don't know what happens to the floor whenever they do a close-up on who you're fighting. And I think it actually only happens with this guy. But it happened in the Drake and Shirley video too, when you're talking to Shirley. Whenever she changes who she is, the floor disappears. It happens to this guy too, and I don't know why. See? Fucking floor is just completely missing. I don't know why. But like I said, all you have to do is hit that guy. Same with the first guy. The next guy, if it's who I think it is, he does a thing sort of like Kongol does, where if you like fuck up your addition, he does a ton of damage. But with this guy, it's if you hit him at all when he puts his hammer thing down, he fucks you up. Oh, here we go, I checked it. So it was, what did I have, 32 or something? Or 82, because I think it's level 4. I should have taken a better look, or a longer look, but oh well. Danton. I don't think this is the guy I was thinking. It is the guy I was thinking of, okay. So he has a big hammer. When he puts his hammer down, you don't want to hit him, because he will beat the shit out of you. He kind of looks like a frugal ripoff. Oh my god, he's so slow. All that for basically no damage. But yeah, basically the entire tournament, all you want to do is hit them, except for this guy when he does this. Don't attack him, because he'll fuck you up. See? It doesn't do a lot, but it's annoying. And then he'll just put his hammer back down. So just guard until he picks his hammer up on his own, and then you can hit him again. So that brings you down to 1 health. And depending on where his health is, if his health is already red, you can just hit him. Because you usually, if he's already red, 1 hit will kill him. But I didn't want to risk it, so I healed. I used a potion that I shouldn't have used. I should have just guarded. and you win, just like that. Okay, this is still going. That's good. Got worried for a second. So this Atlo guy that he's talking about, he's an archer, and he shoots specific, one of 5 specific spots in your body. He'll shoot your kneecap, your inner thigh, your head, I think your chest and your arm, and then he has an attack where he'll hit all 5 at once. The all 5 at once one is the only one you really have to worry about. Or maybe it's only 4 spots. Let's see. Head, chest, knee, inner thigh. Yeah, so it's only 4 spots. But either way, the all body part attack is the one you have to worry about. Everything else, just keep hitting them. Don't worry about your health or anything. And he just healed a little bit. Oh, his all attack is the 5 senses attack. That's why I was thinking it was 5 spots. But it's not. Yeah, 5 cents blocker, whatever. That blue shit is fear, if I've never been hit by that before in this series. It dramatically weakens your attack, so you want to get rid of it as fast as you can. And it weakens your defense. It weakens everything. It weakens your defense too. But in fights like these, you don't have to worry about your defense as much. And they win. I shouldn't be singing the music while I watch this. The audio is probably not going to be in sync at all. I hate that scene. I hate it. It shouldn't be there. So that was the semi-final. So now you talk to Haschel about some stuff, and he lost to the guy you're about to fight. And he's like, oh, he was so fast and blah blah blah. And then Lloyd comes down, and you talk to him, and it's like you start talking shit to each other, blah blah blah. And then you fight him. When you fight Lloyd, you cannot hit him. Absolutely cannot. You can try, but you won't do it. He's too quick. You do fight him later in the game, twice I think. But then you can hit him. In this, it's just like bullshit. No matter what, even if you use like cheat codes and stuff, there's no way for you not to lose to Lloyd in the final fight. Let's see. Yeah, no, it looked the same. So I guess the additions don't add up during the tournament. So you just use whichever's the strongest. Or whichever one you want, it doesn't really matter. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So now I'm gonna tell you some stuff that I'll try not to spoil. Fuck it, this game's been out like 15 years. Lloyd is one of the main bad guys in the game. He does sort of have a change of heart, like at the last minute, but for the majority of the time that you know him, he's a dick. He's one of the reasons that Shauna got kidnapped in the beginning, and you had to go break her out of jail. He kills a character later on. He steals an important item from the king, and then you have to like chase him into the next country on disc 2. And there's like a whole bunch of shit. So this fight, you notice how you can't hit him. You just want to guard the rest of the fight. Just don't even try and attack him, and eventually he'll get fed up and end the fight. So Lloyd, notice how he said it's like not humanly possible or humanly impossible or whatever. Lloyd's not a human. He is a fairy thing. I forget if that's actually what they're called in this game. I'm very tired. A wingly, that's what they're called. Not a fairy. Same thing. He's a wingly. He's one of the opposing creatures during the Dragon campaign. There was the winglies and the humans. He's a wingly. At the time this game takes place, people don't know that winglies still exist. They do. You meet a bunch of them. You go to their like section of the forest that's off limits, and, like hidden by wingly magic, and it's a whole thing. So here they declare the winners. Haschel came in 3rd place. Dart, which is you, comes in 2nd, and Lloyd, of course, comes in 1st because he just beat the fuck out of you. I wish you didn't have to sit through all this, but you do. And then you sit through like a bunch of talk, and you introduce Haschel to your friends, and he hits on Shauna, and he hits on Rose, and like a bunch of stuff happens, and then you take Shauna. This happens at like a carnival thing. So you take Shauna. You're forced. You have to do it. You take Shauna and you have to go play games and do stuff. It's really quick though. You get 3 tickets, which every game, or there's like an obstacle course thing that you have to do. You don't have to do it. You can choose to do. But it's very much a pain in the ass. I don't think I've ever actually finished it. So you use those 3 tickets, or you can either buy more tickets and trade them in, or if you can win more tickets and trade them in, you can get a couple items. None of them are good. They're mostly like healing items. Like there's a healing breeze or healing rain or whatever, but it's only one, and it's like 400 fucking tickets for one item, and it's bullshit, and it's not worth it, because eventually you can just buy those items, or you get them in the wild for free, and for a lot cheaper than whatever you would pay to get them here. So that's pretty much it. The next episode will be an actual boss fight. Because after all this happens, you find out that the king, King Albert, has been taken prisoner. He's been taken to the Helena prison that Shauna and Labbits were in before. And you go there, and you fight some shit. So that'll be the next episode. Bye bye.